So the real thing holding you back from raising capital is not your pitch deck. Please believe me. I've seen founders with mediocre pitch decks raise millions and millions of dollars, while others with flawless decks spent $250,000 on them. Clean slides, strong metrics, powerful storytelling. They get rejected over and over again. Why? I've worked with hundreds of founders through the fundraising process, and the ones who close their rounds all have one thing in common, and it's not the product, it's not the traction, and it's definitely not a prettier deck. The real reason you're not raising capital comes down to one thing that most founders completely overlook. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what it is and, more importantly, how to fix it. But first, let's rewind to the root of the problem. See, most founders think capital raising is a design problem. They obsess over pitch decks, fonts, visuals, animations, spending $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 with an agency to clean it up, and then silence. Why? Because they're solving the wrong problem. The founders believe, if I had a better deck, I'd close this round. Investors just don't get it. If only I explained it better. But here's the truth. Beautiful decks don't raise money. Positioning does. I mean, every week we meet founders who have raised zero after 100 plus pitches. Why is that? The real issue is no investor clarity, no trust, no structured system to engage or follow up and close capital conversations. So let's talk about what actually matters. So the real problem isn't your deck, it's your lack of a capital raising infrastructure. You've heard me say this time and time again on most all my videos, quite honestly. You don't have a funnel. You don't have investor momentum. You don't have a reason why they should call you back. So here's what's actually broken. There's no clear positioning or why you statement, no data room or investor roadmap with clarity that tells a story, no structured follow-up sequence, no urgency or scarcity mechanisms, and no value proposition for the investor. You're showing up like a seller. You need to show up like a solution that they cannot deny that they must be a part of. Okay, this is the framework that gets founders funded, built from over 1,000 investor interviews and hundreds of millions raised, the capital raising stack. And this is what I call the 6 pillars of a scalable raise. Number 1, positioning. One-liner investors remember. Investor clarity, clean, organized, investor-first materials. Momentum engine, daily system of follow-up with scarcity and credibility. We talk about this a lot. Proof and friction reduction. Testimonials, clear path, fast yes or no. Tax legal structure, aligned incentives, a deal they understand. And finally, choke point thinking. Give them access to something they can't get elsewhere. This is how mediocre decks raise tens or even hundreds of millions, because the infrastructure underneath them is absolutely rock solid. Now, don't worry. As usual, I will leave a link at the bottom of this video somewhere in the description where you could download for free this entire gamma so you can follow along. Let me give you a quick case study. A fintech founder came to us with a gorgeous deck, 90 plus rejections, no follow-up strategy, no narrative positioning, no investor ROI clarity. And in 90 days, we rebuilt the materials with investor-first psychology, installed a follow-up engine, helped them position their fundraise as a unique access point, which is, remember, we're not begging for money. We're asking them to participate in a partnership of a lifetime for them. The result? $13.4 million raised in just 94 days. Same traction, same deck visuals, new system. And we've seen this again and again and again. Look, your capital raise is a system, not a beauty contest. So here's what to do next. Audit your current raise. Do you have a lead funnel, a clear why now tax positioning? If not, start there. You can download this Gamma board, as I mentioned before, and it's your high-level investor-facing architecture. Use it. Reposition your raise. Rewrite your one-liner so it speaks to ROI for the investor, not just your vision. Add investor-specific scarcity, why they should move now. Rebuild your follow-up system. Follow up weekly with value, proof, and urgency. Use tax smart structures that get investors intrigued. Now remember, see the QSBS and Roth IRA strategies inside the Gamma, or optional, look, work with us. We've helped raise anywhere between $10 to $850 million for founders who had the vision, but no system. You could DM or book a call if you want to skip the guesswork and get right down to business. Now, if your goal is really to go big with this and raise high 8, even 9 figures, click right here to check out the next video and learn the 3 steps to raising $100 million successfully. I will see you over there, and good luck.